Hey folks, today I want to dive into my thoughts on Pete Wells' attack on technology and its effects on hospitality. Pete Wells is a very well-known columnist from New York Times. He basically says, looking back on the last 12 years, the restaurant industry has suffered and hospitality has suffered because of technology, essentially making technology the boogeyman. And while I think we can all have our arguments and discussions on the positive and negative effects of technology, what I wanted to make sure I tapped into is what it should be. Technology should be a hospitality accentuator. It should make it better. Not because you've put a robot in charge of what humans should do, but because you've put the proverbial robot in charge of the things that humans don't need to do. And in that, you've opened up the humans to have a more connective experience. So I look at systems like OpenTable that allow you to take notes on diners so you know who's coming in the door. You can cater to them. You can ask them questions if you don't already know your regulars. AI, we've talked about a lot, or machine learning as it usually is, how that can effectively output better, more consistent food. All these things are in place to essentially open up the opportunity for humans to have a more hospitable touch with the people that we serve, whether it's quick serve, fast casual, full service, you name it. So, if technology is having a negative impact, it's because it hasn't been implemented and introduced effectively to the team and to the systems. Instead, at times, maybe some folks have leaned on technology to do too much of the hospitality instead of what it's actually meant to do. Furthermore, when you're looking at that pre and post dining experience, technology needs to absorb a more human level experience. Instead of just ticking the box of, I ordered my food, I got my order, I'm gonna get it ready for the guest and all of that, we really need to think about how to make our .com, mobile app, kiosk experiences more human-centric, because humanity is essentially the basis of hospitality and great hospitality. Now, what that means exactly in play is for each brand to figure out how it can be an on-brand and uniquely aligned with the culture that you have. But in short, an ordering experience, the act of ordering, is just checking the box of utility. The question for all of you leaders out there is, how do you elevate it to make it uniquely on brand, highly hospitable, and empower your team members to take that hospitality further where no robot, no AI, nothing else can touch it, only humans. When you've aced that, you're gonna see Pete Wells's not getting it right at all, because you've effectively integrated technology and you've created hospitality first digital experiences, which is what we're all about at Rapturous, if I do say so myself. Before I close it up, I want to give a shout out to Kristin Holly. She has the Expedite newsletter that I subscribe to. I suggest you subscribe to it too. Her coverage is fantastic. It is well worth the money on her Substack. So Kristin, love the work that you're doing as always. Thank you for covering this. And I love seeing some people that I know and some friends chiming in on this article that she quoted at the bottom. So I'll put a link in the notes. You definitely should check it out. Until next time, let me know your thoughts. Peace.